Happy Tuesday, guys. Today's home workout is for time. We got double unders, calorie row, and handstand push-ups in a descending rep scheme. You're starting off with 100 double unders, then you're going into 50 calories on the rower, and then 25 handstand push-ups. Then the next round, guys, we're going to decrease in 20 reps for the double unders, 10 reps for the calorie row, and 5 reps for the handstand push-ups. This might seem like a lot of work, especially for the handstand push-ups. That's a lot of volume, 75 reps there. But I want you guys to pick a progression that you think you can keep a consistent pace with for this workout. So if you know that 25 reps right off the bat is a lot to do in one set, or try to complete all 25 reps before going back to the next round, and you think you're gonna probably get to some muscle fatigue, I want you guys to pick a progression, a lower progression that will allow you to break it up into 3 to 4 sets, but with quick rests in between. The goal of this is not to necessarily go to muscle fatigue. You want to be able to keep a consistent pace in this workout and still be able to work on some muscle endurance while you do that. So again, feel free to lower the progression for the handstand push-ups to allow you to keep you moving throughout this workout. The rower, guys, if you don't have a rower at home, you guys can substitute this for some burpees if you want to go for some burpees. Again, keep in mind this will add to the fatigue in your shoulders there. So if you want to decrease this down to 25, 20, same rep scheme as the handstand push-ups, I would do that as well if you guys don't have a rower. You can also, I would say, swap this out for a run. So 50 calories, I would say about 3 to 4 minutes of a run. Maybe starting with a 1,000-meter run, then going 800, 600, 400, 200 might be a good way to kind of break that up. Might be a little bit of a longer workout, but it might give you a chance to kind of shake out those shoulders a little bit and not so much work on that burpee or do that row, and allow you to come back fresh for those handstand push-ups. Double unders, remember guys, if you need to go single unders, or if you don't have a rope or somewhere to kind of do those skips, you can always substitute them with jumping jacks or jumping up and double tapping your sides to mimic that coordination of the rope when you're doing 2 rope swings each time. 25 minutes was put for the class, and I want you guys to kind of aim for that time range to finish this one. I would say anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes would be an average range to finish this one, but it will depend on your progressions. And if you need it in the workout, midway through, lower your progressions. If you find you're really kind of getting to that fatigue zones with handstand push-ups, maybe you're only doing 1 or 2 reps at a time, then I want you to lower your progression so you can continuously move throughout this one. You want to keep like a constant heart rate, if you want to think of it like that, or a constant power output throughout this whole workout. Once you finish this workout, guys, you're going to finish off with an afterburner, 20 seconds of a hollow hold, arch hold, and an L-sit hold. So we're really trying to work on that core, that full body tension there. And this is really going to help with other movements like gymnastic movements, weightlifting movements, and really just strengthen those positions to assist you later on. Overall, guys, hope you enjoy this workout and the afterburner. We'll see you next for the warm-up video.
Hey guys, we're going to go over the warm-up now. We're going to start with 2 minutes of good morning. So this is accumulated. You can do 1 minute, take a rest, do another minute, or you can do 20 seconds, 10-second rest. Just make sure the rest doesn't count. You want 2 minutes in total of this. You can do this with a PVC pipe, nothing heavy. We're really focusing on the hips and that posterior chain. So you're going to hinge at the hips, keep those knees as straight as you can, and here you're going to squeeze those glutes to come up. So again, push the hips back. You can have a micro bend in the knees, but keep them as straight as you can. That way you will feel a stretch in the hamstrings, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes to come back up. Again, accumulate 2 minutes of that. After you're done with the 2 minutes, we're going to do 3 rounds of 16 alternating jackknives. You're going to come down to the floor. You're going to come into that nice and hollow position, and we're going to go for 16 alternating jackknives where you bring one leg at a time. Don't let that low back come off the ground. Maintain that nice hollow. Break them out as you have to. Afterwards, you're going to grab an object. You're going to bring it in that nice front rack position, and we're going to go for 8 and 8 alternating front rack lunges. So you're going to go for 8 in total, and then you're going to switch the arms, and you're going to go for 8 more. We're going position. Don't let the knee pass your ankle. Push through the heel to come back up. When you're done with those, we're gonna go for some Turkish get up with a press, 4 and 4. Again, you want something light here. You're gonna come up into that Turkish sit up. While you're up here, you're gonna bring that kettlebell or object down and go for a press, and then come back down and repeat for 4 on one side and then 4 on the other side. See you in the workout.
For those double unders, if you have them, let's work on those double unders today. If you're at that 30 range, for example, see if you can break them up into sets of 20, or if you want to try it, seeing if you can do bigger sets today. This is the great day to try and start, or a great workout to start doing that. If you don't have double unders, let's go single skips, or we can go for some running skips here, guys. Also, you can use that previous option from before, which is the double tap hop. So you're gonna keep the feet together, you're gonna jump up, double tap your sides for 60 reps total. So for the strict handstand push-ups, again, you can have that second progression just in case that first progression you just lose your strength, or like halfway through you're not able to do the rep. Always have that second backup in case, just to keep the workout going. So for that, guys, we're going to talk about that dive bomber. So we're going to use that dive bomber as a progression, and then we're going to go into that strict handstand push-up as the next progression above that. So with that dive bomber, guys, you go nice and wide with your feet. Guys, you should use some kind of ab mat or some kind of mat to get your head down to the ground, at least when you make contact with it. Hands are going to be in about push-up width, and they're going to be close to the feet. From here, we're going to think about leaning forward so that we're on those toes and getting over top of those wrists. And then from there, we're going to be dropping the head down right in front of our hands. So notice that my hands are behind my head and they're not in line. So I want them back here. Then I'm going to press my head straight through the window to finish that rep. So that's key, guys, really trying to get our head in front of our hands when we're doing that strict handstand push-up, whether it be with that dive bomber, or even if you get your feet on a box and do it elevated, make sure that head is going in front of the hands so we can really use that back to drive it up and not use the front of the delts and put too much pressure on the shoulder there. So you guys can do those, or you can do your strict handstand push-ups against the wall. Same things apply. Get those elbows in, get that head in front of the hands, stay in a nice tight body position there. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that workout, guys. The afterburner for today is 3 sets, 20-second hollow hold, then 20-second arch hold, and then 20 seconds of that L-sit hold. So for the hollow hold, guys, as I mentioned before, a couple different ways to get into it. You can start straight off the ground and get into it. I like to get into that pike position first. Tighten my core so I feel engagement in my lower abs and my rib cage is pulled down. Legs are tightened together, so I'm pushing them inwards and pointing them out as much as I can. Then I'm going to rock back, keeping that upper back off the ground, legs off the ground, hands can be on my side, or just overhead. 20 seconds here, guys. Really try to keep that engagement and shape consistent throughout. After 20 seconds, we're going to flip over, get into that arch hold. So same kind of concept. Reach out as much as you can. Keep the legs straight, no bending the knees or the elbows. Lift the chest up, then the legs up, holding for that 20 seconds. Once you're done, we're getting into that L-sit hold. Now, with the L-sit, if you're comfortable, you guys can go off of an object to kind of lift you up off the ground. I'm going to show you guys kind of a basic scaling variation if you don't have any equipment to use for this, or you're still kind of building up that L-sit position. So we're going to work from that pike position today. For that L-sit here, legs nice and straight. With the hands, you can play around with how difficult you want to make it. You can be right by your side or right out in front of you. You're going to keep the legs together, lift the legs up and hold that for the 20 seconds. Again, you're achieving that L sit position, and again, really working on those lower abs to start building you towards a full L sit. So you guys can totally use that today as your progression, or if you like, get your hands a little bit closer to your feet to make it a little bit more challenging. Hope you guys enjoy the afterburner. We'll see you tomorrow for the next workout.